Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruchakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Alright, this lesson is going to be called, this video shows why the first shall be last and the last shall be first. You let favor be showed to the wicked, yet the wicked will never learn righteousness, and because what this video shows is, this game show to win just $1,000, right? Over $1,000, seven strangers, compete to eliminate, one. There's 4 rounds of elimination where they narrow it down to three, and then those three have to unanimously vote on one person to get all the $1,000. So they can't split it amongst seven, so on and so forth. One person has to get it. And they do this with other groups, but this is like the worst one. And you watch this and you end up hating like every single one except for about maybe first two that get eliminated. Because the reason why you hate them is because what they do to eliminate each other. The first guy that gets eliminated, he wants to donate it to charity. That was the first thing he said was, why don't we donate it to charity? Then everybody started saying, oh, well, you don't need the money, so you're going to be eliminated first. And then that mob mentality sets into the whole group, and then they just start picking off people. And, hey, man, you watch it for yourself, but you clearly see how, man, and it also reminds me too of King Solomon had when he had to deal with those two women that were arguing over whose baby it was, and then King Solomon said, hey, let it, cut the baby in half, so each one can have the half part. And right before, the true mother said, hey, let don't cut it in half. I'd rather have the baby living with her than, it be dead. And that's how King Solomon discerned who was really worthy, or who was the true mother of that baby. This kind of reminds me of that because you get people to compete, for $1,000. You're going to see the individuals who are willing to give up their morals to, lie, cheat, and whisper behind people's back and manipulate to get that $1,000. But the first people that are eliminated are really the ones that are most likely the ones that need it, because the second person that was eliminated, it was this girl, and she said, bro, she just bailed out both of her parents out of jail, and she's a single mother that's trying to pay for her kids' tuition. But people weren't trying to hear that, and she ended up crying, man. She was like, you know what? Just hearing everybody else's story, like I feel like I don't deserve it. And when people heard that, they pounced on her. They're like, that's weakness. You gotta go out. But really, like, if she were to get the $1,000, she'd give it away to them because she felt sorry for them. And that's why King Solomon like asked for wisdom, was to rule over his people. He didn't ask for any selfish things, man. That's why the first shall be last and the last shall be first, is because the people that are in rulership, have any position of authority, they most likely got that by deceits, robbery, murder, so on and so forth. And the most, Yahweh Shai is coming back to put the righteous in authority. The meek shall inherit the earth. And I'm going to get all the scriptures, but, I just wanted to speak on this, and I encourage brothers to watch this video and how it plays out, man, because hey, it's a clear depiction of why the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Um, but this is Matthew 19:27. It says, "Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." So, Peter was asking Yahushua, like, hey, we gave up everything. We're willing to forsake everything, to follow you. Like, what's going to be, like, the return? And, Yahushua is breaking down, like, hey, y'all are about to inherit the earth. Verse 29, he says, "And everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life." So, once you're willing to give up the grand prize, it's made evident that you're really worthy to get that $1,000. And they even said it. I think it was this chick. She even said it. During them going back and forth there, saying like, she said, teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime, but give a man a fish and you only feed him for a day. So knowing, well, if you apply that logic to this scenario, then this guy should have really got the $1,000 because he knows what to do with it. He was in the best financial position, so he knows what to do with it. He knows how to make that money, stretch, or he's willing to give it away because he doesn't need it. But everybody else, wanted to play the oppression role and that woe is me spirit to try to get to the top, make that their sob story case, and really lie about it, man. Because you watch it, you'll see why they're just blatant lies, man. If the least exaggerating, It says, "But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first." Yahushua is coming back to, hey, cut that pride shit down and, uplift the meek, the lowly. Flipping everything on its head. This is Matthew 25 and 20. It says, "And so that he had received," where do I want to start? Yeah, this is the parable of the talents. 25 and 15. "And unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and diggeth in the earth, and hid his Lord's money. After a long time the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliveredst unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more." So, that one Lord, gave the servant 5 talents, and he doubled it. And then this is what the Lord said to him. He said, "His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord." So, hey, you're given, and this is a clear depiction The least worthy person to get $1,000 got it in this because of how people think, man. But if this game was played in righteousness, this guy should have got the $1,000 because he knows how to manage that money, because he wasn't really in a financial crisis. He didn't really have a plea case, but because he knows how to use that money, because he's in a good case, that's why you should give him more money, because he knows how to make it stretch. He was given that knowledge, and in the truth, hey, that's why this word is only given to a select few, is because they're hey, they have that lowliness and meekness on them. They have that broken and contrite spirit. That you can't, that the Lord recognizes as an acceptable sacrifice. This is a Psalm. Let me grab the chapter. Psalm 51 and 16. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offerings. The sacrifices of the Most High are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. O Yahweh Bashem Shai, thou will not despise. That's what the Most High wants to see, is like a repentant spirit. Somebody that's trying to put forth an effort to get right. These people are in all of these people could use the money, all right. But the difference is who was willing to put forth an effort, use that money to make it stretch. That everybody wasn't. Most of these people are in a fucked up financial situation, is because they really deserve to be in a fucked up financial position. These two motherfuckers, the Eve and this homo, don't have jobs. And they're the final three contenders. Meanwhile, everybody else had jobs. And the people with jobs were the first people eliminated. It's just crazy how to see that manifest. But this is Isaiah 26:10. It says, let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Yeah, because you had a few good suggestions on how, what to do with the money. Like I said earlier, this guy suggested to give it to charity. And Eve was the first one to call him out and said, you need to be eliminated. If it went to charity, because everybody was just complaining about how they needed bills to be paid. If they gave it to charity, that would do a lot more justice than getting somebody's rent paid, because that goes to these people's landlords. That doesn't really go to them. That's what these people don't understand, is like, oh man, it's just hilarious. It's just hilarious. And watching this, it really shows how the Lord's supplanting people. This is why favor is shown to the wicked, is to let those each plant grow to its fullest, to show forth their fruits. Because further and further into the game, you see who's more manipulative and backstabbing. Oh man. But I gotta leave the link in the description. Lord willing, this video was edifying and uplifting to the elect. Once again, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Akakodash. Again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Shalom.